Hi everybody, I wanted to give you some video feedback on your professional site that you created. It's been about a week or two and you've created 2 websites, so kudos to you. May not have been easy at the time, but you've accomplished it and the next one will be easy. You can now actually charge people and make some websites. You're not too far from being able to make commerce sites where you can accept payments. You would need an SLL, a secure socket license, SSL, but Wix provides those too. It would have to be a paid subscription to be able to take money, of course, to take cards. All right, so Jasmine, let's jump in. You've done such beautiful work this month. You're always diligent to make sure that you are including everything you need to. So I see you have every page, and I'll come back and talk about that a little bit. I'm wondering, sometimes, there's some work I like, sometimes students will work at a different view, and they need to be working at full view. That's also Command O, 0. But this needs to be fill in a little more. So these, I understand, are not actual images. This is a good place for you to put some of your work examples. You don't have to have a home page. You can just go into your About page if you like. That would be fine. And then, you wouldn't have all this white space. If we go to the About, you're going to want to use consistent font, and I think you have somewhat. The thing that's Poppins, and I think this probably is as well. It's just a matter of laying out the page. You're going to work with that. Now, this is just a draft. You're going to bring this into web design next year. Okay, so at that time, week 1, you can start a new site, or you can pick up where you left off with this one. You're going to have a lot more projects by then. You're going to have a lot more experience by then. And you may be a little more tired, believe it or not, but you will also be able to do more. And you'll be tired because you're going to take on more probably. Let's see. It's hard in the beginning to, work jobs and things like that while you're in school. So let's look at your works page. I think you created this maybe recently for graphic design, I think. And I love it. I love the colors. You might consider, going that way for your website. I remember this from aesthetics. You may want to, try and clear some of this space a little bit. And, proximity, bring the text closer to the product, right? This probably should go over here. And yeah, bring that in a little bit. These are all things that you'll have time to work on, right? Right now you probably didn't have a lot of time, but great job. You linked up and everything. That's more than a lot, but you will close some things up here. Next year, we'll look at your mobile, and you'll work on different things, the layout and everything. It won't be hard because it will automatically flow into that. All right, so nice work, nice work. Just some layout, mostly a little less white space, and I would probably stick with the same color font. All right, good job, Jasmine. You're always great at making your due dates. All right, Anya. Okay, I like the layout that you've started here. You have your student email, and somewhere else, let me go back. Jasmine, this, you can take student off. Okay, it's your work. It doesn't matter if you were a student when you did it. Okay. Probably need another image. It feels a little bit like a passport, but any image, you can just use your cell phone by natural lighting and Just make sure you have a blank wall or some neutral background, and that should work. But it's great otherwise. The smile and the, catch light in the eye. This looks really nice. A little hard to read. That's just normal because of the thin strokes. It's the font, but it does look good. We just have to care about how it reads. Your gallery, everything is working here. This works because it's a little bigger. Okay, and again, I'm looking at 100%. I'm viewing at 100%, but it feels like you'll want to bring this down lower, so you're going to make this deeper. You're going to grab that toggle here and bring it down, and probably make these a little bigger. Okay, I like this. Okay, so you're going to check out this milestone check-in. Okay. Where my skill was developing, design concept created in Canva. Okay, good. You have this telling us what you were doing there. If I select this.
This month I developed a personal brand mood board centered around the word innovative. My goal was to define what innovation looks like through a human-centered digital product design lens, not just visually, but strategically. The final deliverable is a bold, experimental visual identity system supported by intentional typography, color strategy, and written rationale.
Okay, very good. That's working out really well for you. We do, and I think you have it this way, where it doesn't play unless I select it. That's important. All right. Great job. This is a super start. You have everything that you were required to have. You have at least one icon, social media linked up to an account, and it can be your LinkedIn. That's exactly what you were required to do. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing where this ends up. All right, tie. There's some really strong things about this. For one thing, love the color palette. It's one of my favorites. I would go a little smaller here with your name, only because it is a name, and we can't really fill in. Sometimes there are letters that people put together, and our eyes and mind will fill in the blanks, even if it's not there. But this isn't that type of thing because it's your name. I would probably come in just a little bit, not much, but just a little, or move it a little over, but this is probably aligned. You want to put what you do up here, and we want to make sure that this is on every page, so your name's going to be up here. We'll see how that is working. Great profile image from the Morris, maybe. And this, I'm not sure what that is. Quick results to display. I cut through the noise. Their goals. Personable approach ensures every project is efficient and uniquely tailored. You're a problem solver, thrives on delivering quick results. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure we are specific about what you do. It doesn't mean more details. It just means specific. So I'm Tyler A. This describes you, but it doesn't say what you do. Okay, that is what you need. You have to put that right here. If you're a creative strategist, a media strategist, if you are a graphic designer, if you're a photographer, that's the word that you're looking for. Okay, so public relation campaigns. I know that this was the template you chose, but that's what we have to be really, really clear about. And So I'm not sure what goes here. There should be something there. These are placeholder images. A personal brand website is a personal brand website for, okay, a public relations agent. Okay, if you're a public relation agent, you want to put that up here. And then you want all your work to be examples of that. Okay. Let's see, and you're linked up. Nice. And your menu, you do want to have your contact last. That's a web standard where people are accustomed to finding it. Colors working again. Make sure this is a free Google Voice number and not your personal number. You can give that to them after they reach out to you, but you don't really want it out on the web for everyone. Okay. That's where you would usually put your image of yourself. And of course, this is the template. So you only need a couple of pieces. You don't need, a lot. You may have to delete this page because I think it's an app that goes with this particular one. But yeah, if nothing else, you're going to select this strip and manage this and remove the additional ones that you don't need and only have the ones you do. Sometimes it's just quicker for a student to delete this page and create a new one, but that's up to you. But that's where you are on this one. Your name, what you do, in your header, so it's on every page, and your footer should have the year and the copyright symbol, which is Command G, I believe. A little about you. Okay. You've got some great parts. You also have some parts that need to be removed and then some detail. And like again, when I say a detail, I just mean a specific. I don't mean a list of things. Okay? All right. Checking buttons and things like that. Good, good. All right. All right, everybody. Great job. This was just a skeleton that you were creating. You do only want your work here, and, placeholders need to come out, but you'll be able to work with this next year. All right, or sooner if you decide to do that. All right, good job, everybody. Reach out with any questions.